Hey guys, this is Ganesh from Southwards IELTS and I welcome you to another lecture. And today I'm going to do listening, where I'm going to cover one of the most important and one of the most challenging questions, that is labeling a map. Now, the primary reason behind doing this lesson is many students find this question very challenging. Many students give me a call and they say, sir, I'm doing absolutely good in listening, but when it comes to labeling a map, I'm just not able to get the right answers, because of which I think I will lose my pants. So, sir, do you have any strategy for this? Well, that is the reason why I'm here today. I will solve one labeling a map in front of you so that you come to know how do I think, all right? What do I do? What do I don't do? All right, so that after today's class, whenever you do labeling a map, you have the advantage. Now, as usual, some key information before we start. You know that I always like to give a key information about the question. Labeling a map or a diagram, key information. Key information. Point number one, they generally ask labeling a map in section 2. I'm not saying that they cannot ask you this in section 1 or 3 or 4. All I'm trying to say is that in most of the cases, they will ask you labeling a map in section 2. Just a second, guys, give me a moment. Okay, guys, I'm back. So sorry for that little break. Okay, so they generally ask labeling a map in section 2. I'm not saying that they cannot ask you this in section 1 or section 3 or section 4, but in most of the cases, they ask you this in section 2. And this is one of the toughest questions. Okay, one of the toughest questions. Now, please pay attention. Why labeling a map is very challenging for most of the test takers. Look at the word I have used. I did not say many test takers. I said most of the test takers. This is very challenging for most of the test takers. Okay, why? In order to make maps easy, when I say maps, I'm talking about map question. In order to make maps easy, you need to have directional vocabulary. What do you need to have? Directional vocabulary. I'm going to show you what I mean by that. Okay, don't worry. But yes, if you do not have a directional vocabulary, you're not going to make it in labeling a map. No matter how much you practice, no matter how many labeling a map questions you do from Cambridge books, you will never improve. Your scores will remain the same. So you need to have a directional language. You need to have a directional vocabulary if you really want to master labeling a map question. Okay, so guys, if you want, you can take the screenshot of this key information. Okay, sir, we are done. Great. So now let us come to this PDF. Okay, let us come to this PDF. So this is from Cambridge book number 12, I believe. Test number 8, section 2, label the map below. So how to identify that you're labeling a map? They will use these 4 words: label the map below, label the map below, labeling a map, label the map below, labeling a map. It is very easy to identify. All right. And then you can see they gave you one map. What is the heading of this map? Art and history in the sheep market. Then you can see a map, right? Okay. Then we have the questions. Question 15, question 16, question 17, question 18, question 19, and question 20. So we have 6 questions. All right. Okay. Now, if you recollect, just a few minutes ago, I said, in order to make maps easy, you need to have a directional vocabulary. What do I mean by that? What do I mean by that? So listen closely. What do I mean by that? I'm going to ask you questions. Okay, I'm going to ask you questions. Do you see this road? Do you see this road? The road that started from Hill Road and it is going towards east. Okay, do you see this zigzag road? Now, do you know what kind of road is that in English language? What kind of road is that? What do you call this road in English language? Does anybody know? How do you describe this road? Let me know in the chat box. How do you define this road in English? How do you describe this road in English? Because if you don't know what this road is called in English, you're never going to make it in labeling a map, because they will be saying that and you will be just waiting for the words to come. All right. Turning track towards east. What do you say? What do you say when you see a road like this? Okay. Zigzag road. In English, what it is called? Zigzag, I said it is not a zigzag road. Okay. It is not a curve road either. It is not a curve road either. It is not a valley kind road. No, it is not a bind road. How do you describe this road in English? What kind of road is that in English? If you don't know, you will never make it. All right. Okay. Do you see this this little road somewhere around D, next to D? Do you see little road over there, little or whatever it is? Can you tell me how do you describe this road in English? How do you describe this road, the road that is just passing by D? How do you describe that road in English? What kind of road is that in English? If you don't know the name of this road, the name means not the actual name, but how it is described in English, you're never going to make it in labeling a map. Narrow lane, very good, not bad. Narrow straight road. Tiny service road. See, this is what I wanted to say. We just don't know how to describe the roads, and we want band 9, band 8 in listening. You think there is some magic pill, which if we eat, we get right answers in labeling a map? You guys keep on doing the practice. You guys keep on doing the practice after practice, practice after practice, but you never get right answers. Why? Because you never focus on improving your directional vocabulary. You just want to do practice, but you never sit down and try to learn how to describe this road in English, how to describe this road in English. Okay. And that is the reason why you never improve. Do you see this road? This, look at my cursor, this, okay? This road. What do you call that in English? What kind of road is that in English? Dead end, not bad. Dead end. But look at the size of the road. Look at the size also. Dead end would be really good. Okay. Can I say it's a short road? Yes, it's a short road. Dead end road. Yes, very good. Okay. Do you see this small gap over here? Crawley Road. Let me just highlight that area. Have a look at this area I'm talking about. Do you see? Do you see there is, you can enter from here and you can just walk, right? So guys, my question to you is, what is this called in English? What is that small lane type is called in English? By lane? No. Pathway? Okay. All right. Crawley road, cross street, pavement, gully. Okay. All right. Okay. So I hope you're understanding, right? Why do you don't get right answers in labeling a map? Because you just don't know how to describe these things. Okay. Now, do you see this hill road and city road? They are meeting at one point, right? Do you see this T? Okay. So what do you call this point in English? Let me know in the chat box. What is that point is called in English? In a circle? Do you think it's a circle, guys? It's a T point, but what is the word? T point is generally like a symbol, you can say. But what? Is it a junction? Is it a junction or is it an intersection? What? Intersection or junction? Connecting road, we don't call it as connecting road. Either intersection or a junction. Any one of these two. Okay? I'll tell you what it is. Don't worry. Do you see this over here? The same spot? Okay? Not the same spot, but the same type of spot. But here, the roads are different. City road is merging into Crawley road. What is this? Intersection or a junction? This is what we need to know. Therefore, I said, if you want maps to be easy, you need to know what this road is called in English. You need to know what this road is called in English. You need to know what this road is called in English. You need to know what is this point in English. You need to know what is this point in English, and you need to know what this lane is called in English. Now, one more and one last question. Do you see C over there? C, bank and C. So if I have to describe the place, C from the point of view of bank's place, if I have to describe the place of C from the point of view of bank's place, what will I call? Where is C located from the point of view of bank's place? Let me know in the chat box. Opposite, yes, opposite to the bank. Okay. Other than opposite what? Other than opposite what? Yes, you can say south, because do you see north, west, east, south? South. Okay. Yes. Opposite south. Okay, great. Okay. Now, please pay attention. Please pay attention. So guys, this is yeah, this is a junction. What? A junction. So where hill road and city road meet, that is known as the junction. Similarly, this is also a junction. Okay, so you should know the difference between intersection and junction. If you don't know the difference between intersection and junction, you'll be confused like this. Now, this small lane, okay, this small lane where people can walk is known as what the is known as footpath. Is known as footpath. So it's a footpath. Okay. Now C, you can describe it either as opposite to the bank, of course, or you can say across, okay, or you can say south. We have to see what the data has used. Now this zigzag road in English is known as winding road. Which road? Winding road. Which road? Winding road. Now this road before G is known as a short road. You can say short road or dead end. Okay. So let me just write over here. Short or dead end road. Okay. Short road or dead end road. Now this road that is just passing by D, that is known as narrow road, or you can say road that is running diagonal. Okay. Forgive me for spelling. Okay. I'm very bad at mathematics spelling, to be very honest. Diagonal. Okay. I hope it is right. If not, forgive me. Okay. Diagonal. Guys, is the spelling right of diagonal? Just check. No. Okay. Then it is DIAG, right? Yep. I was thinking something is wrong for sure. Yeah. DIAGONL, diagonal. Okay. Diagonal. Okay. Perfect. Diagonal. All right. Yep. Cool. No worries. Even I am a human being. Okay. So this is what I'm trying to say. If you don't know that this is winding road, you will never make it in maps, because they will say winding road and you will keep on waiting, zigzag road, curvy road, and they will never come. Okay. Now this is junction. Okay. You will keep on expecting some other word, but they will move on with the word junction. All right. Okay. Now here they might say opposite, they might say across, they might say south. You need to see means you need to listen actually what they use over here. Okay. So this is footpath, this is junction again, this is narrow road, okay, or road running at diagonal. Okay. So again, I'm saying if you don't know these things, you will never make it in maps, no matter how much you practice. Many a time students give me a call and they say, sir, I'm facing difficulties in labeling a map. Any strategies? Any strategies? Array, my dear friend, just improve your directional vocabulary. You will get the right answers. That's it. Okay. So let us now begin. Okay. Perfect. So guys, now I'm going to play the audio. Okay. Now I'm going to play the audio. And I want you to listen and find the answers carefully. Note down if possible. All right. So here we go.
Before you hear the rest of the podcast, you have some time to look at questions 15 to 20. Now listen and answer questions 15 to 20.
The sheep market is one of the main centres for art and history in the whole of the country. If you look at our map, you'll see some of the main attractions there. Most visitors start from Crawley Road at the bottom of the map. The Reynolds House is one of the oldest houses in the city and is open to the public. It's on the north side of Crawley Road, next to the footpath that leads to the public gardens. The area is particularly interesting for its unusual sculptures. The thumb is just what its name suggests, but it's about 10 metres high. You'll see it on Hill Road, across the road from the bank. The museum's got a particularly fine collection of New Zealand landscapes. It's on the east side of the sheep market, on City Road. It's on the other side of the road from the public gardens immediately facing the junction with Hill Road. The Contemporary Art Gallery is on a little road that leads off Station Square, not far from the public gardens. The road ends at the gallery. It doesn't go anywhere else. That's open every day except Mondays. The Warner Gallery specialises in 19th century art. It's on City Road, near the junction with Crawley Road, on the same side of the road as the public gardens. It's open on weekdays from 9 to 5 and entry is free. Finally, if you're interested in purchasing high-quality artwork, the place to go is Nucleus. You need to go from Crawley Road up through Station Square and east along Hill Road until you get to a small winding road turning off. Go up there and it's on your right. If you get to City Road, you've gone too far.
That is the...
Okay, guys. So, guys, let me know. What is the answer to question number 15? Not bad. Not bad. Not bad. Okay. Yeah. So we'll discuss the answer to question number 15. I've got different answers. Okay. I got different answers, but let me discuss now. Let me discuss. So first of all, what did they say for question number 15? Okay. What did they say? Okay. They said for question number 15, they said it's. Okay. It's means the Reynolds house. Okay. It's on the north side of Crawley Road. Okay. Crawley Road. Next to the footpath. Okay. Next to the footpath that leads to the public gardens. So guys, this is what they said to answer question number 15. It is nothing but the Reynolds house. It is, okay, on the north side of Crawley Road. So north side. Okay. So I hope you know where is north, right? Okay. North side of Crawley Road. Next to the footpath. Do you remember, guys? Footpath. Do you remember? This is the footpath. Yes, this is the footpath. Okay. So next to footpath. Next to footpath. So guys, next to footpath, what do we have? Let me know in the chat box. Next to the footpath, what do we have? Next to the footpath, what do we have? Let me know your answer. Which alphabet do you say next to the footpath? H, right? Next to the footpath. So the answer is H. So the answer is H. So the answer is H. Okay. Next to the footpath. So H is next to the footpath that leads to the public gardens. Now, many people got confused when they heard that leads to the public gardens. So here, that leads to the public gardens is nothing but this footpath leads to the public gardens. This footpath is leading to the public gardens. But where is the Reynolds house? It is next to the footpath. We don't care where this footpath is leading to, right? It is leading to the public gardens. That's okay. But where is the Reynolds house? It is next to this footpath, and this footpath is leading to the public gardens. All right. Great. So H is the answer. So let me just write down over here H. Okay. H. And now let's talk about question 16. What did they say for question number 16, guys? What did they say for question number 16? They said you will see it on Hill Road. Okay, you will see it on Hill Road. Okay, all right. You will see it on Hill Road. Across the road from the bank. Across the road from the bank. So guys, this thumb, okay, this thumb is on the Hill Road, but across the road from the bank. So guys, what do you think the answer is? On the Hill Road, across across the road from the bank. So it is nothing but C. Across the road means exactly in front of the bank, right? I told you, right? For C, they will say either opposite or they will say the word across. Okay. So answer is C. Okay. Answer is C. So let me just write down over here. Answer is C. Now, what about the museum, guys? You tell me now, what about the museum? The museum. 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 Okay, I've got different answers, but let me write down what did they say for the museum. What did they say for the museum? Let me write down. Okay, for museum, they said it's on the east side of the sheep market. It's on the east side of the sheep market on City Road. On City Road. It's on the east side of the sheep market on City Road. So on City Road, we have two places. One is F and one is I. On City Road, we have two places. One is F. Okay, one is F. One is F and one is I. One is F and one is I. These are the only two places on City Road. So the answer is either F or either I. Now let us see what they have said further. Okay. Okay. On the City Road. Then they also said over here, immediately facing the junction with Hill Road. Immediately facing the junction with the Hill Road. So guys, on City Road, okay, there are two junctions. On City Road, there are two junctions. On City Road, there are two junctions. This is junction number 1. This is junction number 2, right? Yes. This is junction number 1. This is junction number 2. And what did they say? Immediately facing the junction with the Hill Road. With the Hill Road. Junction with the Hill Road. Okay. So F is the only place that is facing the junction with Hill Road. So I think you know the answer has to be F, right? Yes, sir. So the answer has to be F. So let me write down over here. Answer is F. Okay. Guys, what about question number 18? 18. The Contemporary Art Gallery. What about 18, guys? What do you think about that? Again, I'm getting two answers. Some are saying G, some are saying D. So let us try to find out what did they say for 18. What did they say for 18? They said it is on a little road that leads off Station Square. It was pretty straightforward, guys. I don't know why the hell you got confused. It is on a little road. So guys, do you see this little road, short road, little road, dead end road? Okay, short, little, short. Okay, little road that leads off. That leads off means it is starting from here. Okay, that leads off here. That leads off. So it is leading off Station Square. Okay. So the answer is G. Okay, so the answer is G. Those who got G, congratulations. It was pretty straightforward. Okay, so let me write on over here G. What about question number 19, guys? The Warner Gallery. Let me know your answers. Warner Gallery. Great. Again, I'm getting different answers. Some are saying E, some are saying I, E, I, E, I, E, I. So let us see what did they say for question number 19. Okay. They said for question number 19, it's on city road. They clearly said it's on city road. Okay, it's on city road. Then they said near the junction, not at the junction, not facing the junction, near the junction with Crawley Road. Okay, near the junction with the Crawley Road. So have a look at City Road. There were two places, F and I. F is already over, I believe. Now the only place that we have is I. Is it near the junction with Crawley Road? Is it near the junction with the Crawley Road? Yes, it is not at the junction. It is near the junction with Crawley Road, right? So the answer is I. Okay, I. Okay. They clearly said near the junction with Crawley Road. They did not say junction with Hill Road that you said E. Those who said E, get this straight. They did not say near the junction with Hill Road. They said near the junction with Crawley Road. All right. So E would be wrong. It is I. Now let me write down the answer over here. I. What about question number 20, guys? Nucleus. 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 Some are saying A, some are saying B, some are saying A, some are saying B. Well, let me tell you what did they say for question number B. Let me just write it down over there. Okay. Let me just write it down over there. For question number 20, they said, go from Crawley Road, okay, up through, go from Crawley Road up through. What do you mean by up through? Up through Station Square, okay. Go from Crawley Road up through Station Square. It means go up through, go from Crawley Road. So you can see this is Crawley Road, right? Go up through Station Square, up, okay. And after that they said, east along Hill Road. East along Hill Road means, east along Hill Road means east. Once you reach on Hill Road, east along means go towards the east. Okay, go towards the east. Okay, then what did they say? After that, what did they say? East along Hill Road. Then they said, until you get to a small winding road turning off. So what they're trying to say is that just east along, just go on and on until you get to a small winding road turning off. So you know that this road, okay, this entire road is known as winding road, right? Okay, so once you get to the Hill Road, then east along Hill Road until you get to a small winding road turning off. Now, what do you mean by turning off? What do you mean by turning off in directional language? Turning off means leaving one road in order to join the another road. Turning off in terms of a directional language, turning off means leaving one road in order to join the other road. So that means leave Hill Road now. If you get this winding road, leave this Hill Road and take this road. Okay. All right. That is the meaning of, turning off. Okay. And then they said, after that, they said, go up there. This means once you get this winding road, go up there, go up. Okay, go up there. And it's on your right. So go up there. Guys, when I go up here like this, what is to my right? B, right? So the answer has to be B. Okay. So here they clearly gave you directions. Go from Crawley Road up through Station Square, east along Hill Road. So the moment they said east along Hill Road, you should realize that not only you have to cross Station Square, but you also have to take this road and then reach Hill Road. And then they said east, so go towards the east. Then they said, go on until you get to a small winding road turning off. Go up there. That means take that road. Go up there. Take that road. Take that road. Go up there. And it's on your right. Okay. So that was B. Okay. So that was B. So guys, this is how we do labeling a map. I hope now you have understood. It does not matter how much you practice. If you don't know how to describe the roads in English, you're never going to make in maps. Okay. You should know directional language if you want maps to be easy. Okay. All right. On the same side of the road, on the other side of the road, you should know these things also, even though I did not write those things, but in this audio clip they use these two things also: on the other side of the road, on the same side of the road. So you should know all these things: winding road, turning off, across, opposite, okay, narrow, short road, north, east. East along means what? Just go on. Okay. Junction, intersection. Okay. Now let me ask one last question, just for a fun. Do you see this curve? How to describe this curve on a road? What is that called in English? Let me know in the chat box. Narrow curve. We never say curve. It is known as a bend. Entire road is winding road, but the small turns are known as a bend. Okay, bend. So it's bending over here, right? It's bending, then again it's bending over here. Okay, so these are known as bends. Entire road. Okay, this entire so this entire area highlight. Let me go to area highlight. Yep. This entire road is a winding road, but I'm just talking about this little turn over here that is known as a bend. Okay. Cool. That's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed today's class, and I hope you have understood that you have to really work on your directional language if you want maps to be easy. Okay. Otherwise, it does not matter how much you practice, you will never make it. So guys, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to stop the recording, and then I'm going to take one-on-one Q&A on this example if you have any.